neighborly things. It can be very, very spicy, but I think to connect the two, I mean, if you love your coffee and you love a little something spicy, then you're gonna love this winter spice latte made with Jacobs Gold instant freeze-dried coffee and some of the most aromatic spices hiding in that spice drawer as well. We are gonna make this entire full spectrum. When I say we, I'm gonna ask Ewan to come from our neighbors who gave us all sorts of amazing facts about the Homeowners Association. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, that's quite fascinating. I mean, this is the one thing that I feel a lot of people out there, I mean, people that might be living in a community, they bought a house 10, 12 years back, but they have no real idea of who the Homeowners Association really are. Okay, so let's have a cup of coffee and think about it.
Let's think about it together. What we're going to do here today is that we're going to make something so special. It's going to be a winter spice latte. It is perfect. It's going to elevate your coffee on a special occasion. It's going to be great. So what I'm going to do is first, as you can see here, I've got a complete product, but I want to tell you how to break this down. This is where the spice comes in. Is this what
you're going to be making?
I'm going to do that. It's a syrup. It's a spice syrup, but it's got all the good spices in there. I'm going to go in with, remember to make a good simple syrup at home, just basically it's 1-to-1. So 1 cup of water, 1 cup of brown sugar, and it goes in.
I didn't know that.
And that's how it goes, how you make a simple syrup. Yeah, I got your back, man. This is why we're here. And then while that's doing that, as that is going to get a bit more liquid and also it's going to, that's correct. We're going to add some of the aromatics. Now, aromatics in your drawer that sometimes you don't use. If you're not going to make curry at home, come on, you can use these things. So you've got cinnamon. That's going to go in and steep away. You've got, I'm going to do some clove here as well. Clove's going to go in. I'm going to do some nutmeg, because nutmeg, obviously, it speaks to warmth. I'm going to do cardamom as well. And then I'm going to finish off with a bit of this, which is my orange zest.
Right.
And that's all going to go into the same, and we're going to break it down, we're going to cook it down, and once it's cooked down, we can run it through a sieve, and then you'll get that beautiful result. So what I want to ask you to do, Ewan, is that I want you to make the Jacobs Gold. As you know, it's really easy to make, but the flavors that come out of there, it's as if you spend hours steeping that beautiful coffee through. So we're going to do, in that bit of water, I'd say we'd be good with maybe a tablespoon or two, actually 2 tablespoons of Jacobs.
Because we want nice and strong coffee.
Why not? I'm going to get this to steep down as well.
All right.
And already the spices are coming out, the aromatics and heat. They're like the perfect friends.
And for love.
And this is what we're going to do. Okay, great stuff. And then while that's happening over there, there's also a bit of frothing. May the froth be with you. A little frothing hack for home is that if you've got one of those French presses that you use for coffee, you can actually drop some milk in there.
All right.
And give it a good vigorous plunge. And what that does is it's going to give you a beautiful frothy texture as if a machine did it. But you kind of hid that in the cupboard. You didn't even know that could actually make it happen.
All right, so coffee's going. What's next?
All right, the froth.
All right, so this is
that is, so make sure your hand is fixed on the top. It can get a bit messy. And then that's all you're doing. You're literally frothing that up and down. And I think that's quite a cool way of using your French press as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And
look at that.
That's correct.
Almost double the volume.
That's the whole idea. And I want it creamy, I want it beautiful, and this is going to steep down. That's going to have its time on there. Now, once that's done, this is where we get all sexy with it and plate, which I really enjoy.
There we go. I think that should be good.
Okay.
You want to make butter now?
Well, I mean, if you want. that sounds good to me.
People put butter in their coffee.
All right. But yes, I heard so. Isn't it like a keto thing or?
I don't know. I've heard weird things of people putting things in coffee.
All right, this is what's going to happen. So first and foremost, I want to take some of this that we made, all right? And this is going to go a tablespoon down, okay? And we're going to go in there. I'm going to try.
That is.
I know, that's beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to try to get that perfectly in there.
Oh, look at that.
And that's pretty much all the sweetness you're going to need. No need to add extra sugar. Your sugar's all in the syrup and the spice, which is great. I'm going to do about, that's beautiful, isn't it? And this is where the theater happens. So you can make this at home and actually get the theater going, which is beautiful. Okay, that's sorted. Then I want you to do the honors and pour down the coffee. That'll be great. And look already. And then there we go, perfect. Because we have to get some froth on top.
Yes.
And that gorgeous froth that you made earlier. Now we spoon that over the top to try and not mix the two. Your guests can do that by themselves.
Okay, I'm just going to pop this down here.
Perfect. And now you're going to pop that on top over there, and we're going to finish it off beautifully. So you can take a little spoon there, spoon it over gently to make those two very, very distinct layers. And I think this is where the magic comes in, because it's theater, you know? It's theater, it's Jacobs, it's winter, it's a spiced latte, and I mean, it's just something that's gorgeous.
Look at that.
I'm proud of you, by the way. You frothed that so beautifully. And then, just to finish off, What we're going to do is I want you to just add some cinnamon on top, and then we are done and dusted. That's how it goes.
Okay, I hope you didn't expect me to make some coffee art here.
No. Well, I think this is just a little spritz a day.
A little spritz.
Yeah,
I'm going to use my finger if you want.
No, please do. That's what you're supposed to. You're at Cinnamon Bay right now, homie, so let's do that.
You see what I'm doing? I'm just putting it on the one side.
Because you like the negative space, don't you? You're such a culinary whiz, aren't you?
Oh, look at that.
And it's as simple as that. This is reducing down to make that, but that's pretty much it. Beautiful flavors, very, very spiced, and I think the best thing to do now is the proof of the pudding, which is definitely in the tasting.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give it this a quick small little stir.
I'm going to go straight in.
Go for it, because I want that syrup.
I feel warm inside.
You feel warm.
And it's not just because I'm like next to you. It's like that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? The winter spice latte. It's a perfect way to elevate your coffee on special occasions, especially on a cold day. So try it out at home. For the full recipe, go to expressoshow.com. And if you missed out on any of the steps, why don't we give you a recap? This is good. Cheers.
This is so good.
Here's to the coffee magicians. The ones who know what you get out starts with what you put in.